Maya, can you talk? I need to ask you something.
You need to ask me something? Me? What's gotten into you?
Why? Why can't I ask you something? A mother wants to ask her daughter something sometimes.
Maybe if we were a normal family, but I don't remember you ever treating me like I was your daughter. You've only ever liked beautiful Rebecca, always spoiling her. You never took care of me and kicked me out as soon as I graduated high school. Why wouldn't I be apprehensive when all of a sudden you tell me you want to ask me something? And especially when you want to talk the day after I introduce my fiancé to you guys. What are you planning?
You've always had such an ugly personality. Fine, I'll be direct. You need to let your younger sister marry your fiancé.
What?
Yesterday, you came by the house to introduce us to your fiancé, yes? His name was Ryan, I think. It was love at first sight for Rebecca. She's saying that she's going to marry Ryan. So you need to break off your engagement. You're the older sister, so you need to let your younger sister have him.
What? What are you saying? I need to let her have him? Ryan's not a toy. He's not an object I can just give to someone else. Are you crazy?
But Rebecca says she wants Ryan. Your father and I think that rather than Rebecca marrying someone we don't know, that we would feel much better if she married someone we know is marriage material.
That's not the issue here. Don't be ridiculous. Why do you want to take everything away from me? Like my toys and clothes and even my birthday presents. Rebecca has always been given all of my belongings, and I've been told to just deal with it. Now you want me to give her my fiancé? I've had enough of this. Ryan is my fiancé. I'm not giving him to Rebecca.
What are you getting all upset about? He's still marrying someone in our family. And rather than marrying you, whose face and personality are average and boring, I'm sure he'd want to marry your younger sister, who's smart and beautiful and caring.
Do you have no regard for other people's feelings?
I hear what you're saying, but it's already been decided. Your relatives and I got together last night and talked about it. And we decided that you and Ryan would be breaking off your engagement, and Ryan would be marrying Rebecca. He'll be taking our last name, and you'll be marrying your cousin Evan instead.
What? Why are you deciding who I'll be marrying? Can you not try to control who I'm marrying? And isn't my cousin Evan that 50-year-old who quit his job and is a deadbeat now? Telling me to marry him is the same as telling me that I need to be his caretaker and provide for him financially. No, that is not going to happen.
Come on, don't be selfish. It's already been decided. So just stop fighting it and let Rebecca have Ryan. And you marry Evan instead.
Who's really being selfish here? You really think you can tell me all this and I would say, okay, Mother, I will never give you Ryan.
Do you really think it's okay for you to talk to me like this? I think you'll regret acting this way.
What? What are you saying?
You just wait. I will make sure the two of you break up.
Hello? Is this Maya's mother, Sharon? This is Maya's fiancé, Ryan. I'm texting you from Maya's phone.
Oh, hello. Is this Ryan? Thank you so much for reaching out. Have you decided to marry Rebecca?
Please cut the crap. I have no intentions of ever breaking up with Maya. Nor do I have any plans of marrying Rebecca.
Oh, my goodness. I can't believe you're saying this. Rebecca is so much kinder than Maya. You know, you'll be so much happier if you marry Rebecca, right?
Please don't think you know what makes me happy. Who do you think you are? And personally, I think that Maya is so much more attractive than Rebecca. Rebecca is so vulgar and impolite. She can't even begin to compare to Maya.
What are you talking about? If you would just meet Rebecca, I know you'll see how wonderful she is.
I can see we're getting nowhere with this. So let me be direct. The reason I'm texting you from Maya's phone today is to talk to you about you and your family prank calling Maya.
Prank calling? What are you talking about?
Playing dumb will get you out of this. I know that you and your relatives have been calling Maya Sal and her work over and over, and saying quit your job or break off your engagement. And some days you've been calling over 100 times. And you've gratified Maya's apartment with the same message and thrown raw eggs at her apartment. You've also been stalking me. Rebecca's been sending me lewd photos with messages telling me how great she is. I want to talk to you today about all this.
We would never prank call or stalk anyone. All we're doing is showing Maya how selfish she's being, because she won't give you to Rebecca. So, I'm having all of my relatives help. And the pictures of Rebecca we sent you was just because we want you to get to know Rebecca better. And now that you know how beautiful she is, I know you'll change your mind.
Actually, it creeped me out so much I hate her even though I've never talked to her. Everything you've done and are doing is extremely troublesome. Do you have any intentions of stopping?
Of course we won't stop. We'll keep doing it until you marry Rebecca and Maya marries her cousin. I need to teach Maya that she can't be selfish.
I see. Okay, then we'll be suing all of you.
What?
You and your relatives have been calling Maya over 100 times, telling her to break up with her fiancé, and leaving the same message in her mailbox, and writing it on her door in permanent marker, and pounding on her doors and walls, and throwing raw eggs at her apartment. All of this has caused Maya great emotional distress. So we'll be seeing you in court.
What? Court? Just for calling someone?
Because of you and your relatives, Maya's been hurt deeply. This isn't about just making some phone calls, not about your graffiti. That's property damage. So her landlord has filed a victim report.
A victim report? He went to the police?
Of course he did. Even though you wrote on Maya's apartment, the landlord is the one who owns that apartment. Throwing raw eggs and writing on someone else's property is property damage through and through. We have security camera footage of you writing on her door, so you can't talk your way out of this one.
What?
And you and your relatives all called Maya's place of work. You told him to fire Maya and spread bad rumors about her. There were hundreds of prank calls and silent calls. This is an obstruction of business. So we'll be suing you for that too. And about you stalking me and ambushing me and sending me lewd photos and letters, I'll be suing you for stalking me.
Just wait a second. I can't believe you're trying to make all these charges against me. Are you planning on making your new fiancé a criminal?
Who are you referring to when you say new fiancé? My fiancé is and has always been Maya. I have nothing to do with a stalker named Rebecca.
What? Are you calling Rebecca a stalker?
Isn't that what she is? Sending me disgusting photos? And you said that this is a family problem. But what you did is still a crime. And you can be sued for it. Depending on what Maya wants, we can also have you detained.
Detained? I'm going to be arrested? We're going to be arrested?
Yes. About the property damage and obstruction of business, the victim in those cases isn't Maya, but is her landlord and her company. So it falls outside of the scope of family problems. Her place of business and her landlord have no relation to you. You all may have thought that you were attacking Maya, but the victims are actually complete strangers.
No, that may be, but...
You're stalking me is the same. I still haven't legally married Maya, so we're complete strangers. I will be in charge of proceeding with the matters I've discussed with you today. You'll be served soon.
What? Wait a second. What do you mean, you'll be in charge? What do you mean?
It's quite simple. I'm a lawyer.
What? A lawyer?
Yes, I represent Maya's company. And I've been hired by Maya and her landlord as well. I will be in charge of suing all of you. I'll be contacting you about all the charges formally tomorrow, so please stand by for that.
Wait, please wait, you have it all wrong. I don't have anything to do with this.
What do you mean you have nothing to do with this? You're the main perpetrator here.
I only did the things I did because I was ordered to. It was my husband's brother and his wife that said we should prank call Maya and her company. They said they wanted Maya to quit her job so she could take care of their son, Evan. My sister-in-law and all my other relatives were so keen on this plan, I couldn't go against them. All I did was make 1 or 2 calls like I was ordered to. I haven't done anything else. And it was Rebecca who sent you all those photos of herself. And it was my husband who wanted Rebecca to marry you in the first place. I didn't do any of this. So I have nothing to do with this.
You say you only made 1 or 2 calls, but about 25% of the calls made to Maya and her company were from you. How do you plan on explaining that?
Huh? How do you know that?
You want to know how I know that? Because as soon as Maya realized she was receiving prank calls from you, she recorded every phone call and wrote down who called at what time. So don't think you can lie your way out of this.
You have it all wrong. I only did this so everyone could be happy.
It's obvious Maya is not included in everyone. You're all awful people.
But, if we're convicted, it'll be bad for Maya. Are you okay with Maya being called a criminal's daughter?
I've already received Maya's go-ahead with all of this. She doesn't care what people around her think. And if anyone does, she can just tell them the whole story. We'll make sure they know that Maya did nothing wrong, so please don't worry. The only people going to hell will be you guys.
I can't believe this.
Next time I'll be speaking to you, it'll be in court. I'll make sure you all pay for this.
A few days later, Ryan sued my mom and all of my relatives who were involved. Because of all the evidence, we won our case easily. We sent my parents, my younger sister, my cousins, and his parents to jail. And my other 8 relatives were put on probation and had to pay a settlement. Now that my family and relatives have a record, everyone talked about them behind their backs. And they divorced each other, or moved far away, and are all living apart now. I guess it can't be helped since they did it all to make their precious daughter happy. For a while, this all had me really down. But after we won the trial, I started to slowly recover, and now I'm completely better. I married Ryan 1 year later, and we're really happy together.